Depending on your debt level, you could write up to 60% of your actual debt off. Hello everybody, Alistair here from The Missing Piece with another video. Hope you all are keeping well. With the cost of living crisis affecting us all in various ways, it's harder than ever to make ends meet. Never mind paying all your debts and other bills. All of us collectively in the UK owe 1.7 billion. That works out at an average of 33,000 per UK adult. That's a staggering amount. Of course, it could be less, more, or somewhere in between that amount. Approximately 50% of people who found themselves in unimaginable debt lost their job or were made redundant last year, and no fault of their own. The other most common reasons were due to complications from the pandemic and poor choices with their other finances. I saw these issues with debt firsthand at a very young age. My gran is someone who would give her last pound to an individual if she saw them even slightly needing it. This resulted in a family member who used to be close to us taking advantage of her incredible generosity. My gran's inability to say no at the time resulted in her being more than £20,000 in actual debt. From the age of 12, I saw my gran scrimping and clawing to pay back anything she could. She managed just about, although she was managed to pay just above the interest rate. When I was sober enough and working a good enough job, we started making massive chunks out of our debt for the first time. Until a few years back, I used some of my savings to make her become debt-free for the first time in a long time. It's the happiest I'd ever seen her, and it made me the happiest too. No matter how much debt you may be in, even if it's a friend or a family member, I'm going to try and give you as much knowledge as I can to help you see that there is a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel and that you don't need to go through this alone, as there are many options in the UK available to you. Mobile method. This technique was created for people who have numerous debts and not just one or two. It is suitable for those who know their debts are spiralling out of control and will soon be unimaginable. This won't work for you if you have fixed monthly payments or you have a lender fee for paying back early. This strategy does work, however, by paying the smallest of your debts as quickly as possible. Once this has been done, the money that you put towards the debt, you put towards the next lowest one, all while paying the lowest minimum towards the others. This will mean you pay back more overall. However, this will increase your credit score and see you with a comprehensive plan to get you out of debt. The second option is the most well known, which is bankruptcy. The big bad wolf of the debt solutions. I'm sure most of the people actually watching this have heard of this solution one way or the other. It is the most well known solution for the severity of it itself. The positive of this solution is that it can eliminate all of your debt, typically after a year of being discharged. That's as great as it gets, and I would say only seriously consider this solution if you get bailiffs kicking in your door in a regular basis. The cons to this, however, involve paying £680 for the application. And if we're actually being honest, if you're thinking about this, you most probably won't have that kind of money close by. Assets can be taken to recoup some of the money, and if you have a nice car, motorbike or boat, it can also be taken as part payment towards the debt. If you need a car to get to work and it has a good value, you'll probably have to sell it and get a cheaper one. This doesn't even go into job prospects being unavailable to operate a company, and you need to hand over control of your bank accounts. Is a debt management plan. This is the less restrictive plan, where it helps you make your debt a lot more manageable long term. Of all your unsecured debt, you can morph them all with this plan and make a single payment towards them all. In many cases, your creditors can freeze the interest rates of your debts to help make it easier to pay back the money you actually owe. This will be a manageable monthly amount where it's more affordable long term. You should be aware, as of a greater plan this is, it doesn't stop bailiffs or your creditors from reaching out to you to try to get some of the money that you owe. It can affect your credit score and you can still get credit during this, although if you are making significant progress in reducing your debt, I will avoid getting more credit unless it's absolutely essential. The fourth option is a consolidation loan. This can be good for those who have a high enough credit score and want to make their debt repayments more manageable. You can also use this loan against a property you own to get an even better interest rate. This doesn't work for those with a low credit score and those struggling to make payments, as you're effectively paying your debt by getting into more debt. The rise of inflation as well makes this plan more difficult to secure for the majority of people struggling with their debt already. Is an IVA in England, Wales and Northern Ireland, or a protected trust deed in Scotland. This solution has rapidly increased in popularity since the banking crash of 2008. It involves one manageable monthly payment for the IVA. It is 5 years, and with the trust deed, it's 4 years. Depending on your debt level, you could write up to 60% of your actual debt off. It is perfect for those who are stuck in a loop with no realistic way of being able to clear their debt. Bailiff contact and ceasing creditor contact will give you a massive peace of mind that you wouldn't have had in the longest time. There are drawbacks to this plan, like all plans, and here they are. Your credit score will be reset back to zero, and getting credit over £500 will be extremely hard. If you do have debt to your current bank, you will be asked to change it. Although what the plan can offer you in terms of a one manageable monthly payment and your assets being safe through the duration of the plan gives you a light at the end of the tunnel that you wouldn't have had, and a date where you can actually say, I'm going to be debt free. With all of these solutions, they all have their pros and cons. However, it does give you a clear perspective on what is out there. You don't have to bury your head in the sand any longer. Please don't sit on this. Take action, as it can only get worse. If you need any advice or anything else, please don't hesitate to contact in the comments below or leave an email through my website. Thank you very much.